Welcome back to my channel, guys. If my content has ever given you guys any value, please drop down, smash that thumbs, hit the bell notification to all, and subscribe because you don't want to miss anything that I'm planning to do. This is 5 tips for you guys, what not to do, and little tips to improve your putting together receptacles, switches, and whatever else you want to. Now, let's jump right in this video, guys. All links to anything that I use will be down below. If you guys are interested in buying, you can buy right through the link and it'll help my channel grow. Now, let's talk a little bit about the very first one, the very most important one to me, and I just saw this on a side job today. This. Look what we got going here, guys. We have 2 wires under one screw and then the single one on the other screw. All right. Do not do that. This is what I saw at the house, and I was like, what? You know, homeowners get very, very creative. You know, they didn't have any idea how to fix this, how to make a joint to alleviate this problem. 1 wire, 1 screw. So let's get that in order right now. Definitely, you're going to have to like and subscribe to this video because you're going to want to see how to fix an issue just like this. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is kind of in the same realm. How do you put a wire on a terminal? Now, this is the way you do it. Do you see how it's going? It's going clockwise, just like this. Because when you tighten up your screw, you want the screw to be going clockwise and this to go clockwise. If you put it on the opposite way, where it's going like this, and you go to screw it, it's going to open this terminal up and it's going to look like horse poop. Now, will it always do it? No. But you need to always make sure that you always put it the right way. So whichever the way the screw is going, it's always going to go clockwise. You put these 2 together, you mesh them together, and you tighten up and you walk away. Now, number 2, do not backstab your receptacles. Video coming shortly on that. Why? I'm going to open a receptacle. I'm going to show you guys exactly why you do not backstab a receptacle. What does that mean? Well, let me show you. So first of all, this is my opinion. I'm just going to give it to you right here. I'm going to leave it. You can run with it if you want to or whatever. I don't like 14 gauge wire for anything except smoke detector. You can. I don't care what you say. I've seen homeowners force 12 gauge wire in the back of these push-in connectors. But I mean, it's hard to get in there, believe me. But I've seen homeowners do it. And I hate to say it, but I think I've seen an electrician do it once. All right, so the 14 gauge wire. What happens is a lot of homeowners will say, oh, well, I'll just push it in the back because it's super easy. I don't have to do anything. Well, all they do is they just push in the back, right? And there it is. Now, it has a little place. If you read the back of this, it says release with the screwdriver, all right? Or you can just twist it and it comes right out. So I don't recommend that at all. I mean, not even a little bit. So let's go to number 3. I'm going to show you another little trick with the receptacle. Now this is 14 gauge wire, this is 14.3, but it doesn't really matter. If you hold your receptacle and you look at it, if you look at the top here, right here on both sides, it's kind of angled up. That is a stripper. If you don't have a pair of strippers, I recommend using strippers 100%. But if, let's say you get to the receptacle and you're like, oh crap, my strippers. Well, you don't have to go back for them because I'm going to show you right now. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about this. Right on the back, there is a strip gauge. Can you see it? It tells you exactly how long you need to make your wire. So what you'll do is you will stick your wire. It has a little arrow, and you will just push it. Let's see if I can get you in here and see. All right, you'll hold it right there. So you can put your thumb or your finger or a marker. You know that that has to go in there. And on the back, if you look here, it says 12 and 14. One side is bigger than the other. You probably won't be able to see that in the camera real well, but one side is bigger than the other, and that is for obvious reasons. So you already marked your wire. You will stick it in here. Now, if you get it a little too long, big whoop. You can cut it off or whatever, but you don't want to make it too long. So you put it in there. You will just kind of work it in there like so. So you see it's in there. Right? You just kind of give it a little twirl. Boom. And now your wire is stripped. You see what I did there? Isn't that pretty neat? Now, I personally don't do that unless I'm too far away from my strippers, and then, you know, boom. All right, so what you do next, now let's say you don't have your strippers. Let's say all you brought to the receptacle is a receptacle and a screwdriver. Well, look here. Watch something else. You can take that wire, because you have it exactly stripped to the exact length where it needs to be. As you can see, it is exactly right. All right, take your wire. Remember, we want to go clockwise, right? So we know that the screw, if you hold it like this, it's going to go like this. You can take your wire right into your receptacle, and there's a little notch right here. It's a little raised bump. Here, all you got to do is put it on that notch, like so, right? And just spin it around. And now, it is on your receptacle correctly. And all you have to do is just tighten it down. And always try to make sure that you tighten down. If you're not going to put anything on this other screw, just tighten it down. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll take you 2 seconds. Now that you've learned how to do this, if you guys want to make sure that you see how to wire up a GFI, I've got a video on it. Definitely check right up here in the corner, and you will see it coming up. Definitely check on that if you want to see how that is. Now, I recommend, guys, that you always tighten down. Now, you will know, you're going to say, well, how far do I tighten down? Just tighten down until you'll know, because you don't want to break it, but you will know. That's all you do. And the last tip is this, guys. But before I give you that last tip, if my content has ever given you guys any value, make sure you drop down. This is your second chance to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to all, so you will know when I upload any and every video, so you guys will always be able to be in the know. This is your last tip. Now, I was at that same house, and I was rewiring all the receptacles, and of course I don't have any pictures because, you know, I don't do that when I'm on side jobs. I don't take pictures, but this is what I saw. I'm going to just kind of reenact it. This is what I saw right here, because I think it's important for you guys to see. Now, you see how much copper is showing on that screw, how much they got way out here? Now, is that an issue? I don't know. I mean, it could be. You don't want that much, and I'm going to tell you why. To me, it is an issue. Let's say you're shoving this receptacle back into the box here, right? And let's say the ground wire is kind of pushed out a little bit. So you see how it's like that? And it makes contact with that. Now, you can say, well, it could make contact with the screws. You're right, it could. But when you have this much real estate sticking out, I mean, that is a lot. That's why it's important to kind of know on the strip gauge exactly how far to strip this, guys. So anyway, just a couple little tips for you guys. I hope that helps. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope that this brought value to you. I hope that I taught you guys something. Just little things that I picked up along the way. There's going to be a lot more coming, so definitely make sure that you stick around. If you want to see what happens next, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.